Well, good morning. Welcome to our junior high and high school awards. And congratulations, y'all. Y'all have worked hard. Well, some of you have worked hard. Some of you barely scraped through to the end of the year by the skin of your teeth. But great job nonetheless. And we're going to award. The Bible talks about giving honor to whom honor is due. And that's what we're going to do here. And so you think, and I say this every year, but you think at this point, I wish I would have won this award or that award, okay? The time to think about that is at the beginning of the year and work hard the whole rest of the year. Everybody thinks at the end of the year, I want this award. Everybody does. Not everybody wants to put the work in. Kind of go to the kindergarten program with the little red hen. Same thing. Not everybody wants to put the work in. Everybody wants the benefit. So we're going to give honor. The Bible says give honor to whom honor is due. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to pray, and then after I'm done praying, we're going to start. Mrs. Bowman will go first, and she taught some of our junior high classes, and then Brother Shoeing, and so on and so forth. But let me pray. Thank you, Lord, for all that you've done for us. Lord, thank you for loving us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity once again, Lord, to have a school. And Lord, I just pray that you'd continue to bless. Lord, continue to show yourself strong in each and every one of us. Please help us now, Lord, as we give honor to whom honor is due. And Lord, that you'd bless each and every one of these kids, Lord, as they head out for the summer, and help them have a good summer, be a good representative of you, but then, Lord, bring them back safely again in the fall. We love you. In your name we pray. Amen.
We'll get started off with history. For history of the world, highest GPA, this one goes to Aiden Morrissey. For history of the world, most improved, this one goes to Nathan Giles. For intermediate mathematics, the highest GPA goes to Amy Ruck. And for intermediate mathematics, most improved, this one goes to Hannah Husser.
Brother Shoeing and Miss Bowman taught. Finish my sentence. Miss Bowman taught some sixth grade classes as well. Just that's where the balance came out there. Brother Shoeing.
It's been a great year, an awesome year, and what's that, Brother Marcy? The end of a thing is better than the beginning. Okay. So the end of the year is a good thing compared to the beginning. We're all looking forward to summer break, and we're looking forward to next year. In 7th grade science, highest GPA goes to Aiden Morrissey. And that class, there were several, were within less than a point of having highest average. So a lot of people in that class did a lot of good hard work, and appreciate every one of you. Most improved in 7th grade science, Brooke Wilson. A lot of good times. I had a lot of good times class. I enjoyed your class a lot. We had a good time together, but you also worked hard. And from my end, I appreciated that very much. Love every one of you. 8th grade science. Love every one of you, too. It's a good class. There's good people. There's good people in there. This closed the highest GPA in 8th grade science. Again, several young ladies did a lot of hard work. The averages were extremely close together, but the highest one went to Maya Gedling. Congratulations. Most improved, 8th grade science. Several people worked very hard, but the one made the most significant improvement goes to Aaron Johnson. Have a great summer, everyone.
All right, Miss Myers is up with her 6th grade class, so I'm going to do her couple classes that she had with the 7th and 8th grade. For English, 7th grade English, the highest GPA, Emily Beach. Most improved for 7th grade English, Brooke Wilson. For 8th grade English, the highest GPA, Sophie Weaver. And for most improved for 8th grade English, Leah Tepaz. Now we'll have Miss Dawson come. Miss Dawson taught primarily English. She has also taught biology, and looking forward to her awards.
I had the joy of teaching English, and I think every class I say you're my favorite. So just so many good kids, and just finished my 18th year, and this by far has been my favorite and one of the best, and it's because of you. And there are no students like the students at Lighthouse, and I'm so grateful and thankful to be a part of it. So highest grade point average for freshman English is Keelan James. And then most improved for freshman English is Amber Morton. Highest GPA in sophomore English, it was literally a 1/10 of a point. And they worked so hard, so gifted. But highest grade point average for sophomore English this year is Lydia Hurd. And then most improved for sophomore English, I have one that fluctuates throughout the year, and then you kind of make a word, give a word to the student, and they buckle down and bring their grade right back up. And I'm so, so proud of the work that this one put in, and most improved goes to Nautica Parker. So proud of you. Highest GPA for junior English this year, it was a dead level tie to the 1,000th place. You can tell I don't teach math. But I'm so proud of these two students. They've worked very hard. I think have given each other some competition throughout the year as well. So highest GPA goes to Kirsten Turner and Desiree Smith. Good job. And then most improved in junior English this year, brand new student this year, struggled at the very beginning and came right back and finished up with a great grade this year. So, so proud of her, and that's Emily Jarman. And my seniors, I have the opportunity to be the senior homeroom teacher this year and have enjoyed each and every one of these kids. Probably the most driven group. I think anybody that has them throughout the year for any class would testify to that this group is probably the most gifted and highly driven class that I've ever had. And I'm so thankful to have them. They've challenged me this year to be better. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. And highest GPA, again, I had to go through every grade and average everything out because it was just so, so close. But I'm so proud of each and every one of you for working so hard. And highest grade point average this year for high school, for senior English, goes to Jennifer Doe. Good job. Most improved for senior English this year, again, just students that really this class didn't have room for much improvement. They just all do their very best. But looking over the year, the most improved goes to Jonathan Hackett. I also had an opportunity to teach health. I love teaching English, but teaching biology and health is definitely a highlight of my day. We challenged each other in health. Some of the kids got to teach classes for me, and that shows them how much work goes into teaching a class. So I'm so proud of them, and so they've worked extremely hard. And highest GPA for health this year goes to Carissa Crumley. And we had a tie. Sarah Navick also had highest GPA. And most improved for health this year, this student, ended the school year almost being able to teach the class. He just went from not really struggling because he's a good student, but this student just at the very end of the year was getting things and pretty much knew it as well, if not better than I did. So I'm very proud of him. Maybe a future in health somehow, but I'm so proud of him. It's Titus White. Biology is probably my subject that I have the most challenge, but it's also a creative outlet as well. I love teaching English, and it's what I'll always do, but biology is the highlight of my day. We have dissections, anywhere from earthworms to the brain and heart, and so it's definitely a challenge for some students. And I'm so proud of this group, and the highest grade point average this year in biology goes to Lydia Hurd. And then most improved this year, I really wanted to give it to the whole class, because all of them from day one till the very end when we dissected the pig, all of them have just gone light years. But this particular student, I was so proud, and sometimes that's how dissection works. You see the hands-on as opposed to book learning. And the hands-on creativity of this class really shined for this student. And I was so proud of the leadership this student showed and the grades improvement, just everything in this class. I'm so proud of them, and that's Emmanuel Tapaz. Last and final class. I'm so proud of the girls. I don't get to have much interaction with the 7th and 8th grade, but I'm very thankful that I had the opportunity to teach a Christian womanhood home ec class this year. We learned everything from how to put makeup on to how to change a tire. And I think it's wise for all young ladies to be well-rounded and know just how to run a household, but also how to manage things around the house as well. So very proud of these girls. They worked hard. Highest GPA for Christian womanhood goes to Kinley Turner. And most improved this year, watching the girls and just seeing their attitude in class and their involvement. Sometimes at the very beginning of the year when you're a brand new student, you're very shy, but this one came out of their shell and got involved, and I'm just so proud of this student. Has a good attitude in class, and just looking forward to having her consistently next year, and that's Ariana Hayes. Thank you all for the memories.
All right, our next teacher is Brother Kelly. Go ahead. Oh, there he is. This is our first year with Brother Kelly, and Brother Kelly did a great job. He's got a very, very good mind and able to bring hard learning down to the students' level. So looking forward to these awards.
All right, let's start off with Algebra 1. So you high schoolers know that I have tried my very best to push you guys this year in just about everything. Our motto for every class was no days off. You guys came in and begged me, can we have a day off, please? I said, no days off. We're here to learn. So starting off with Algebra 1, highest GPA went to Keelan James. Our most improved for Algebra 1, she came in, she struggled a little bit at the beginning, but at the end of the year, Amber Morton is our most improved, and she did very well at the end of the year. Stayed consistent, really kind of buckled down in the books, and really did well to show her improvement. So I'm very proud of Amber Morton. All right, geometry, my favorite class to teach. I will not say my favorite. So you guys know geometry is fun. It's a nightmare for most of the time, but I'm very proud of the class as a whole for what they accomplished. Most everyone there buckled down, got through, tried really hard. There's a lot of studying, there's a lot of learning that has to be done in geometry. It teaches you how to think, it expands your mind. So I'm very happy about our class as a whole. Our highest GPA went to Lydia Hurd. Most improved went to David Hackett. Very good, David. All right, on to Algebra 2. Algebra 2 is a difficult class, especially for these guys who I would say as a class as a whole is not strong in math, but this person for the highest GPA, she had right around 100 for the whole year, and for that I commend her very much, and that was Kirsten Turner. Most improved for Algebra 2, again, they, after the first semester, buckled down and had to put in the work, and if you're not strong in math, studying for math and making sure you're able to pass this test is, I will agree, a lot of work, and I'm very proud of this person for saying, hey, you know what, I have a future in front of me, and I might want to use math in the future, so let's get to learning, and that was Esau Tapaz. Back to my 9th grade science class, my homeroom. I love you guys. Thank you so much for a great first year. You really, I guess, indoctrinated me into what a first year teacher is and really gave me a very fun time, and I appreciate you guys a whole lot. So my highest GPA for science was Titus White. And my most improved for science was Luke Ruck. On to chemistry, again, another very difficult class. The year starts out fairly easy, hopefully review, but by second semester we are in very new territory. And so I'm very proud of my chemistry students for making it through. We took our final yesterday. They went very well. My highest GPA for chemistry was Kirsten Turner. And because chemistry gets much harder second semester, most improved was a challenge to find. Most grades do go down the second semester. It's no longer review, and you're into naming molecules and shapes and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So our most improved, though, was Kylie Jones, and I'm very proud of her. And then on to physics. Thank you, my physics class, for giving me a fun last hour of the day. I'm pretty sure most everyone was checked out at that time. Trying to keep them awake and engaged was probably more of a challenge for me than any other class, even though they are my seniors. But my highest GPA went to Jennifer Doe. Do I not have a most improved? Can I not pull one? Okay. Thank you so much, all of you guys, for giving me such a great, fun first year of teaching, and I look forward to seeing all of you, besides the seniors, again next year.
All right, we'll hear next from Mrs. Barnes. Mrs. Barnes took over halfway through the year and took over some history, or really all history classes, and did a great job with the kids, and I'm looking forward to these awards.
Okay, my name is Mrs. Barnes. Teaching history wasn't exactly the plan at the beginning of the school year, but I honestly have never taught it before. However, this is probably the most fun I've had this year, really getting to know everyone. This is officially my first year getting to see the seniors go through all of high school. So this is my 4th year in, and I've seen them grow up, and it's going to be really tough watching them. It's going to be really tough watching them leave. Sorry. A lot of my core kids. You guys are growing up and moving on, and I'm all sentimental over here. But anyways, just know that I love you, and I'm rooting for you, and I will miss you all next year. All right, history, highest GPA, Sophie Weaver. And most improved, Kamani Bowie. For 9th grade, World Geography, Carissa Crumley. And for most improved, highest GPA. Highest GPA for World Geography, also Lily Summerall. And Lily Vasquez. This same class, second semester, was History of Alabama. The highest GPA are several people. We have Titus White, Amber Knight, both of you, sorry. Different class. World History 10th grade highest GPA is Amber Knight. Oh, you are here. Also, Sabrina Bussey. World History most improved is Kayan James. All right, and then we have 11th and 12th grade history. The highest GPA is Ashton Knight. Most improved, Shanna James.
All right, our next teacher is a first-year teacher with us, and Brother Kurt Daniel and his wife moved here. He and his wife have moved here to help start our Eastern Shore campus, and so they're working over there with Brother Andrew every weekend, but he did teach 3 Bible classes for us.
I really had a pleasure teaching the high school classes this year. I usually teach younger kids, so this was a little bit of a change for me, but I loved it. Even though it's my first year getting to know you guys, I really do love you guys, and I appreciate you working hard this year and just coming to school every day. And yeah, so good job. All right. Anyways, all right, 9th grade, highest GPA. I think we have a few, or just one for this one, sorry. Sarah Novak. Sarah, sorry, it's not Navak. Navik, it's my first year. Give me a break. All right, most improved, Luke Ruck. All right, for 11th grade, highest GPA, Desiree Smith. And most improved, Emily Ward. All right, my seniors, highest GPA, a few of them all with 100s. We have Anna Ruck, Jennifer Dew, Kylie, Lindsay Hurd, and Jennifer, yeah. And most improved, Courtney North.
We had 2 honors classes we actually offered this year. One of them was physics, and Brother Kelly gave the award for that. The other one is pre-calculus. It'll be Brother Molinar, and it's a Usually kids come to me if they have a question, I'm not understanding this, I'll try to help them. They'd bring me pre-calculus problems and I just look at it because it meant nothing to me. And so it's good to have both Brother Kelly and Brother Molinar who have minds for classes like that and are able to teach classes like that.
Right. It was a privilege for me to teach this group. We had several seniors. I think 8 seniors took the bravery to take that class, and it's just a college preparatory class that we want all of our students. Many of them think they'll never use this, but sometimes the thinking process, they'd be surprised where they might use that. So I was very, very proud of all of them. This class was a very mature class. I taught it almost like a college class. I was able to have fun with them. They joke, but they know where to draw the lines, and I really enjoyed each and every one of them. It's amazing, they all fretted over the difficulty of the class, but every one of them got an A. Everyone in that class all year long maintained an A. Very proud of them. One young lady did stand out above the rest. She picked it up quicker than others and then also helped. And usually in a class like this, you usually have someone who all the other kids go to and say, could you just explain what he just said? and so they put it in senior terms and high school terms. And I appreciate her. And our top GPA in that class went to Ashton Knight. Congratulations, Ashton. And I don't have a certificate for this next one, but the most improved goes to the rest of the class. Rest of the class, stand up and take a hand for yourself. You did a great job. You survived that class.
All right, our next teacher is our brother Chris Shirk, and he is our Spanish assistant pastor, and he taught Spanish 1 and Spanish 2 this year, and as you can tell, the kids thoroughly enjoyed him.
Teaching this year was interesting. I had left teaching for 2 years and came back. And especially this year, it's been kind of an interesting experience for me because all of 3 classes that I taught this year, this 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, I had them as 4th graders several years ago, teaching 4th grade. And so senior class this year is going to be hard for me to watch you guys walk tonight. Sorry. Whew. I got that from my dad. I'm emotional for some reason. But anyway, Spanish is interesting because in our school for 2 reasons. Number one is that we have a large group of kids who already speak Spanish in our school. And so it's tough to challenge those students who already know Spanish, but then at the same time be able to keep everyone else with us as we do that. And so it's been interesting. I challenged my students this year at the beginning of the year. I have never had a natural Spanish-speaking student get the highest average in my classes. It's never happened before when I've taught Spanish before this year. But one student took that challenge and decided that they were going to be the first. And so for the highest GPA in Spanish 1 this year was Desiree Tapaz. The native-speaking Spanish students sometimes struggle with the grammar because they've grown up here, they've not been taught it, and so the grammar is a struggle for them sometimes. And so they did very well. This next student, most improved in Spanish 1, was struggling with Spanish, was very frustrated at the beginning of the year. The other part of teaching Spanish that's difficult is explaining to students how they could end up using this in the future, and why do they have to take it. And I'm a prime example of that. I told my mom in high school when she forced me to take Spanish, I said, I will never use this. And now I'm an assistant Spanish pastor. So God has ways of doing things you have no clue. And I tell them countless stories of other students who I've taught in Spanish, and they said they'll never use it. They didn't really pay attention in class, just did enough to get by. And now they're out in the workforce, and they have Spanish coworkers that they wish they could communicate with better. And come back to me and say, I wish I would have paid more attention. Well, this student struggled at the beginning, was very frustrated. I sat down with this student. I said, you can do this. I know you can. We'll work together. We'll get this to work out. So the most improved in Spanish this year in 10th grade is Kaylee Duke. Okay, Spanish 2. This was a challenging class because I had to kind of figure out, first of all, what they knew and then be able to take it from there because not having taught Spanish 1 last year. And the highest GPA literally came down to one quiz earlier in the year. It was so tight, it literally came down to 2 points on a quiz back towards the middle of the year. But the highest grade in Spanish 2 this year was Anna Ruck. Okay, and last but not least, the most improved in Spanish 2. This one was hard to find because they did very well in Spanish 2 this year, but this highest grade, most improved, in Spanish 2 this year is Kylie Fillingim. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to do the next couple awards because they are individual teachers who have other responsibilities in some other places. So for keyboarding, excuse me, for keyboarding, 7th grade, teaching them how to type. For keyboarding, our highest GPA goes to Brooklyn Schaefer. For 8th grade, kind of an advancement on that called document processing. But for document processing, our highest GPA goes to Ariana Hayes. And most improved for document processing, Aaron Johnson. And then for our graphic arts, taught by Miss Vanessa Anderson, our graphic arts, our highest GPA, this year it wasn't elective, it wasn't a required class, but for our highest GPA in graphic arts this year, Autumn Ruck. All right, Miss Crumley's going to come ahead. She's going to do music. She kind of oversees our fine art, or she does oversee our fine arts program. So she'll we have 2 music awards, and then she'll present her JV volleyball awards as well.
All right, we are going to start with the overall all-around music award. We choose one young lady and one young man in the high school to receive this award. Mrs. Felt and I take into consideration music lessons as well as band and high school choir. So for the music award for our young lady this year is Jillian Sanchez. And the young man receiving this award this year is David Hackett. And then we will move on to our sports awards, and I will start with the JV volleyball. And I want to congratulate the entire JV team because we had a goal this year to go to the JV tournament, and they did that this year. So I want all my JV girls to stand. I would like to give them a hand. Thank you. That was a big goal for us, and so we were very, very excited about that. The first 2 awards are strictly from stats, and the first one is the Offensive Player of the Year, and that goes to Emma Husser. Emma guarded that net. She did not want anything to go past her. The Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Celeste Dougherty. She's not here today. Okay. The most improved goes to a young lady who her first year playing volleyball was last year, and she worked her way to a starting position, and that's Carolina Bussey. We have 2 more awards. We have the Coaches Award. I love to give this award out. This is for, I consider those who are mostly determined and they're a leader on the team, but as far as the coach, they always have a good attitude. They're coachable, they're striving, their spirit is good at all times, and that goes to Lily Sumrall. And our last award is the JV MVP, and this player all around on their stats had high aces in our serves, had high attacks, had lots of service receive, that was good, and their attitude is great, and this player is a great leader on the team, and that's Carissa Crumley.
All right, I'll present, I'll just move on with varsity volleyball. My wife is over at the development center, so I'll present these for her. Once again, as Mr. Crumley kind of explained what the different awards were, for Offensive Player of the Year, Anna Ruck. For Defensive Player of the Year, Jillian Sanchez. For our Most Improved for this year, Autumn Ruck. For the Coaches Award, Ashton Knight. And then for the Most Valuable Player, the MVP for Lighthouse Volleyball this year, Betsy Rodriguez. All right, we'll go ahead and do basketball, and if Brother Kelly, if you want to come on ahead and do the JV basketball, and then Brother Dawson had to go to an athletic director meeting, and so we'll present, I'll call his names for basketball as well. Brother Kelly, once again, first-year teacher, did a great job with JV basketball.
All right, so yes, this was my first year coaching JV basketball, and I was super excited coming in, and want to congratulate all the boys for the amazing season we had. Came out really excited. We had a lot of great potential, and then Henry went down before he even got to play one JV game, and that was very sad for me especially, but I'm glad that our boys bounced back. We had to kind of rethink kind of our offense and our defense with Henry being out. Israel had to take over point guard, which is not something he was probably happy to do, but I'm very proud of how he stepped up and how everyone else gathered around and said, hey, we still want to win games, so we went out and that's what we did. So starting off with my MVP goes to Israel Ramos. My defensive player of the year was a tough decision. Israel is a very good defender, but our defense usually focused around a floating 2-3 zone, and the guy with the big lanky arms up front who really sparked our defense, which led to our offense, was Joshua James. Our offensive player of the year, again, goes to Israel Ramos. Coaches Award, I looked at a few considerations. Eligibility was one of them. One thing that JV, as we know, we struggle with a little bit, so we're working to get better. Are they available every game? And then how coachable are they? If I tell them to do something, are they going to listen? Are they going to obey? Are they going to talk back to me? So my Coaches Award went to Keelan James. And then our last award here was the Hustle Award, and defense is usually built on hustle. Are you willing to spend a lot of energy? You may not get as much offensively because you're tired from playing defense the whole time, getting steals, getting blocks, guarding the hardest guy on the floor, and so going along with my Defensive Player of the Year, Joshua James is my Hustle Award as well.
All right, for varsity basketball, and obviously we'll have a banner here soon, but you can see the trophies. They're down in the office. But our basketball team this year won the Panhandle Conference, which we just entered last year. But we won the Panhandle Conference, and then actually went on to play in a national tournament as well, and did very, very well. And it's one of those a team that once, not necessarily a generation, but they don't come around very often, and they did a great job playing this year. And I'm going to present some awards here for our defensive player of the year, or defensive MVP for the varsity team this year, Chris Register. For our offensive player of the year, and he is not here with us right now, but Clay Schofield. He came down and spent some time with us, but he was our offensive player of the year. Our Mr. Hustle, or our Hustle Award, and as Brother Kelly just said, a Hustle Award a lot of times goes into playing defense. Most hustle goes into playing defense, and so the Mr. Hustle Award this year goes to Chris Register. The Coaches Award goes to, as Brother Kelly explained, the player who is most coachable. And this year, the Coaches Award goes to David Deanda. And then the overall MVP this year for Lighthouse Baptist Academy basketball was Danny Deanda. Now, I had the opportunity to coach soccer, and this is my first year doing it, and looked forward to it. You know, there's a lot of potential on the team, and looking forward. We had a great year. Didn't end exactly the way we wanted it to, and it was a sad ending. Not going to lie, to have a team down and then to give away a lead, really with literally the last kick of the ball to lose the game to end our season. It was just a tough way to lose this year. But my soccer awards this year for our offensive player of the year, and it was a very close competition. Obviously, there aren't 2-pointers and 3-pointers. You only get goals by scoring them. And so that's really the only offensive MVP that we could have. And very close between two guys, but one player. We actually scored, just so you know, we scored 80 goals this year. In, I believe, 16 games, we scored 80 goals. And so these two players, they had the most of all the other players. But my offensive MVP this year goes to Danny Deanda. And just to give him recognition, he only had 2 more goals than the guy who was in second place, and that was Israel Ramos. So, but congratulations to him as well. My defensive MVP this year, defensive player of the year, really, we had a good defense, and it came down to one game. And as soon as I describe, the guys know who I'm talking about. We played a game away at another team's place, and it came down toward the end, and this player, the goalie had been beaten. This player cleared the ball off the line going in for a goal 2 different times. And so, I mean, based on that alone, obviously he played a great year as well. But my defensive player of the year goes to Daniel Garcia. My coach's award, and as Brother Kelly explained, and the way I looked at it was this. There was one specific player that I had that he was on the field all the time. And he might be at this end of the field. 2 seconds later, he's at this end of the field. Whether he was supposed to be or not, he was involved in every play. And it was evident when he would go down. He never asked for water. He would just wait till he cramped up and had to come out. But my coach's award this year goes to, hold on, I lost my place. What was I talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. I got ahead of myself. That's MVP. I'm going to get back to him. That's my fault completely. I'm sorry. Let me go back to my coach's award. My coach's award actually is going to a player who I don't think had ever played soccer before. He was willing to play whatever spot I put him in, and I put him in one specific spot over and over. And his hustle actually knocked him out of one of our games. He went head to head with a guy and kind of stumbled off the field, so we had to sit him down. He was trying to go back in, but I would not allow him to go back in, obviously for health reasons. But my coach's award this year goes to Antonio Funes. And it wouldn't be complete if I don't reference the fact that Antonio did allow me to get my first yellow card I've ever gotten. At the beginning of each game, the referee says, "Are your players all properly equipped?" And I have to say yes, whether they are, shin guards and all that. But they are not supposed to wear a band. And he had, I think it was a Kobe Bryant band or something on his wrist. And so he committed a foul, just a normal foul, wasn't a yellow card foul. But then the referee stops and looks at him, takes his band, comes over to the sideline, and gave me a yellow card. And so I took that band and I shot it off into the woods. But Antonio gets Coach's Award this year. The Mr. Hustle Award, and this player was not afraid of anything. He was not afraid to slide tackle, not afraid to get run over, not afraid to put his body on the line. And my Mr. Hustle Award this year goes to Chris Register. Now, back to what I was saying earlier, my MVP award is going to a player who really the team completely changed when he wasn't on the field. He led on the field. Sometimes guys would get subbed out and things like that, but he did what needed to be done. He led the team, and toward the end, in our last game, he cramped up once, came off the field, stretched, went back on, cramped up again, and to the point that game is going on, and he was at one end of the field getting stretched out, and you could hear him yelling from our bench. And so to me, that would be the most valuable player. My most valuable player this year is David Deanda. Now for I do have a couple classes. Now we'll get back to classes, but we had to do the transition with Mrs. Crumley. I did teach a couple classes this year myself, and for my classes for seventh grade Bible, we dealt with kind of a discipleship is how I would describe it, where they're learning why they believe what they believe, and a kind of anchoring in their mind. Even kids who've grown up in church, why they believe, or what in the Bible tells them they're saved, and why we're baptized, and that type of thing. And so, my highest GPA this year for seventh grade Bible, Aiden Morrissey. My most improved for Bible was Hannah Husser. In our pre-algebra class then, we had 8th graders, and we took, the administrators got together before the year and kind of decided that there were a few of the 6th graders that were recommended to move up, that the 7th grade math would be too, not necessarily simple, but it would not be enough of a challenge for them. And so we bumped 6 of those 7th graders up, and they did a great job, and they worked hard, and I want to honestly, I can't call all of their names, obviously, for fear I'd forget one. But they did a great job. They worked hard. And once again, the 8th grade worked hard as well. Pre-algebra is it's not an easy class. It's kind of a transition from 7th grade math, which is a lot of adding, subtracting, that type of thing. And they get into, budgets and all that. But 8th grade then moves into that algebra. And when I brought up the idea of letters in an equation, it was, wait, what? There aren't numbers? And they can attest to that as their smirks are telling me right now. But this year, for the highest GPA in pre-algebra, Aiden Morrissey. My most improved in pre-algebra was Ariana Hayes. And then I'm gonna hit Brother Schaefer's class as well. He's at the same meeting that Brother Dawson is at. He taught 8th grade Bible. 8th grade Bible for highest GPA, Daniel Hackett. There it is. And for 8th grade Bible, most improved, Blake Harris. He's not here. Okay. He also, Brother Schaefer also taught 10th grade Bible, and for highest GPA in 10th grade Bible, Amber Knight. Also highest GPA in Bible, Lydia Hurd. And then for most improved for Bible, for 10th grade Bible, David Hackett. And then the last class that Brother Schaefer taught was business math, and that was a class for the seniors. But for the highest GPA in business math this year, Tara Tamang. And then most improved for business math, Ryan Patrick. All right, now our all A or all AB honor roll. Okay, this is something that they have to maintain or they have to see at the end of the year when all the quarters are averaged together. There must be an A or a B in every column. And some might have gotten a C in a particular quarter, but at the end of the year, if it averages out, it's whatever that yearly average is. And so I'm just going to read through these, not necessarily by grade, but by the list here. For the AB honor roll for 7th, or not by grade, but Danny Bacon. Natalie Dawson. Jacob Durden. Nevaeh Gibbs. Miley Kenny. Should I hear? Christian North. Moving on to 8th grade, Maya Gedling. Chloe Harden. Ariana Hayes. Lauren Hurd. Braylon Pierce. Dalton Wayne. Sophie Weaver. Moving on to 9th grade now, Carissa Crumley. Amber Morton, who's not here. Sarah Navick. Moving on to 10th grade, Mackenzie Dawson. Kaylee Duke. Kayan James, who's not here. Desiree Tapaz. For 11th grade, Jonathan Garcia. Marari Rodriguez, not here. Betsy Rodriguez. And for the seniors, Kylie Fillingham, Antonio Funes, Jonathan Hackett, Ryan Patrick, Chris Register, and Tara Tamang. Now for the All A honor roll. The All A honor roll, once again, as with the AB, but this time all the averages are, they're all A's. And once again, it takes a lot of work to do this, especially as you get the upper grades, as Brother Kelly said, Brother Molinar said as well, with those difficult classes. It's more difficult for sure, and I'm proud of these kids, proud of the other kids as well. But for the All A honor roll, Emily Beach, Cassidy Crumley, Celeste Doherty, she's not here, Eliana Fisher, Aiden Morrissey, Jordan Reynolds, Brooklyn Schaefer, Kinley Turner, and Amy Ruck. For the 9th grade, Keelan James, who's not here, Titus White. For the 10th grade, Carolina Bussey, Sabrina Bussey, Lydia Hurd, and Amber Knight. For the 11th graders, Kylie Jones, Desiree Smith, Kirsten Turner, Autumn Ruck. And then for the seniors, Danny Deanda, David Deanda, Jennifer Doe, Lindsay Hurd, Carrie James, Ashton Knight, Jillian Sanchez, and Anna Ruck. Congratulations. I know, like I said, it takes a lot of work to have all A's for the entire year. Got just a couple of awards left here. First of all, we're going to hit, back to my thing here, our highest GPA. Our highest GPA, now this is the person who in each class maintained the highest grade point average for the entire year. Once again, it takes a lot. There are some, as some of the teachers have said, there's a lot of challenges that goes into it. There might be kids in class that are pushing each other, which that's good for competition, as we know from any number of things. It's good to have that competition, but we are obviously this is the top of each class, and so we'll present those now. For the highest GPA for the 7th grade, waiting for it to come up, there it is, Aiden Morrissey. The highest GPA for 8th grade, Lauren Hurd. The highest GPA for 9th grade is Keelan James, and he is not here. For 10th grade, the highest GPA, Lydia Hurd. And then the highest GPA for 11th grade, Kirsten Turner. And the highest GPA this year for the senior class is Ashton Knight. And our last award, and this is an award once again that we hold in high regard. This is the award given to, or we call it the Ambassador Award. This is somebody that we would say would model or would be the representative of what we would call an ambassador. And so it's there's a lot that plays into it. It may be the balance of athletics and music and all that, the good attitude. There's a lot that goes into it as well. And each of the teachers, when they submitted their winners to be compiled together, gave who was their choice in each of the grades or each of the grades that they taught. And so then we compiled those together, and that's where these names came from. But for 7th grade, the Ambassador Award goes to Kinley Turner. For 8th grade, the Ambassador Award goes to Ariana Hayes. For 9th grade, the Ambassador Award goes to Keelan James, and he's not here. For 10th grade, the Ambassador Award goes to Amber Knight. For 11th grade, the Ambassador Award goes to Kirsten Turner. And for 12th grade, the Ambassador Award goes to Anna Ruck. Now, I know Brother Shirk mentioned graduation later tonight. Please make sure you come out and support these seniors, and it's going to be a good event. We've got some other awards. The presidential awards will present tonight at the graduation, and obviously the graduation in and of itself. And obviously we feel we had a good year, and obviously our goal was to come alongside you as parents and to kind of join together to not only educate your kids, but also to help them navigate the world that they live in. But I'm going to go ahead and pray, and we're going to be dismissed. And the kids, once again, if you have anything left in your locker, please go clean it out and make sure everything that needs to go in the garbage goes in the garbage. But I'm going to go ahead and pray, and we'll go. Thank you, Lord, for all that you've done for us. Lord, thank you for loving us. Thank you for our school, and thank you for each and every one of the parents and students that are represented. Lord, I pray that you continue to guide them throughout the summer. Lord, help them to walk with you the way they should and allow you to be everything that they need you to be. And Lord, I pray that you'd bring them back safely to us in the fall. Be with the seniors once again, Lord, as they head out. And Lord, I pray that you'd continue to guide their each and every step, each and every move. Be with us now, Lord, as we head out. Keep us safe as we travel home. We love you, Lord. In your name we pray. Amen. You get any?